I'm saying hello here today from a place that I'm really starting to like very much, the Alton Mill in the village of Alton, Ontario. Jeremy Grant right in front of me and his brother Jordan have brought this wonderful heritage property, the Alton Mill, back to life. Recently opened maybe about a year and a half ago after many years of restoration. And you were explaining to me it had 3 incarnations. It was originally a woolen mill, a rubber factory, and nowadays it's actually a wonderful artist center with some industrial heritage. So please tell me, you said there were some interesting stories in this area.
Well, this area is, firstly, in the background you see a tower structure. It was built in 1908.
Okay.
After a fire occurred that almost destroyed the building.
Okay.
And what's really interesting is that the tower had a very functional purpose, and that is simple. At the very top of it is a 5,000-gallon water tank made out of wood. Okay. That was a reservoir for water for fire protection. At the time when they installed the tower, they also put in a sprinkler system. In 1908, yes,
they already had sprinkler systems?
And they drew water from the mill pond by way of a huge pump. Really? A flathead Ford engine, which is still intact and is in the turbine room heritage exhibit. And they drew water from the pond and pumped it up to the top of the tower. Okay. And with so the intake put the water up, and then there were gravity pipes bringing the water down. Wow. As far as we know, that system never had to be used. There was never another fire. Okay. And so the tower has been converted from that purely functional purpose to now it being our main entry point. Oh, really? It has a beautiful new staircase. We incorporated new windows, sheer glass windows, to try to bring light into the tower. And at nighttime it's a spectacular effect with light transmitting into it and through it and up it and down it. What an interesting structure. Feature. And we've got again that kind of field stone with the vertical and horizontal tuck pointing that makes it almost look a little bit like limestone. That's right. But what are these these stars here, these 4-pointed stars? What are these structures? Those are cast iron support systems. It's part of the structural support of the tower. And they go right from one side of the tower right through to the other in a crisscross pattern. They have a similar steel rod system goes across. So it's basically helping to keep the structure in I guess from any twisting motion. However, it surprises me that was even needed, because the stone walls are it would have been very solid, 2 feet thick. Exactly. And the basement of the tower, well, there is no basement, but there is a buttress foundation that's visible in, believe it or not, one of the washers. Really? Buttress system. A buttress system. In front of the tower, in this lower kind of cavity, is a beautiful garden that has been, we're probably at its peak right now in terms of color. This area, if you were here 3 years ago, was a dank, dark basement. Oh, really? And we had to do a complete waterproofing, and we pulled away the soil, we put in drains, we put in the garden. And in the process of doing that, we hired a local craftsman named Doug Bell to produce for us some simple but beautiful benches made out of Douglas fir timber from Rockwood, Ontario. Nice. And it has this silver color when it ages. That's right. It's beautiful. The benches are called Canoe Time. Yeah, yeah. And the reason for the Canoe Time theme is very simple, that Canada, including this part of Canada, was settled, not only settled, but even native people used canoes as one of the primary modes of transportation. Exactly. So the canoe theme is to harken back to our early days. The earliest roots, even before European settlement, the canoes were here long ago. That's right. Now, so we have also another canoe theme piece of art, produced also by Doug Bell. Okay. I'd like to show you. Sure, absolutely. It's right in. Is it around here? Actually, before we catch that, I do have to show the scarecrow, because that's a very interesting piece. Now, where is Yael Ehrlichman from? Yael is from Israel. Okay. Is he the same guy that did the pregnant lady on the other side? Yeah. Very interesting artist. She has come here. Oh, it's a lady? Yes. Oh. She has come to the mill, I believe now 3 times. Okay. And it's a fun story. She came to Toronto, Ontario for a very large art exhibition. That's a real glove, is it not? That's a bronze casting of a glove.
A casting of a glove, yeah, because it looks too real.
It does move.
Yeah, it does move,
It can be repositioned.
Yeah, exactly.
Yael was introduced to my brother Jordan at an art show, and he brought her up here on a whim to show. She had a day off in between art shows.
Yeah.
Brought her up here in the depths of March winter snowstorm, and for an Israeli person, that is a very unusual experience.
I would think so, yeah.
And she fell in love with the fact that we have water, and lots of it.
Yeah.
So not long thereafter, there was an art show put together specifically with her work, and to this day, so that's almost 2 years ago, to this day we have quite a few of her pieces of sculpture here.
Wonderful. Well, lovely, and now we're going to head to the next canoe exhibit. We'll come right back. Thank you.
My pleasure.